You're ready to go.
Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to MRC's special board meeting. We have a short agenda today consisting primarily of an executive session for the board to discuss primarily legal documents related to the anticipated partnership transaction. I hope you all have had an opportunity to read the constant contact that went out last week that talked about the excellent progress that's being made with innovative resource recovery. We are very happy to announce that on Friday, Innovative Resource Recovery gave us formal notice that they're continuing to work in good faith to consummate a closing, that they've made significant progress towards that close and continue to expect to close the transaction. However, they are invoking the extension period, the 10-day extension period that was in the terms and conditions. So they won't be closing in May. We're anticipating a potential June closing date, but we're still working on the final negotiations and the final legal documents. So that is what is before the board today for consideration to find out the status of that. We would like our the public and our members to know that we are planning to have another town hall meeting to discuss further details about the proposed transaction, and that will give folks an opportunity to ask questions, to provide comments and feedback at that time. And we are hoping and planning to be able to provide substantial advance notice of that meeting, and that would happen obviously before the closing, and that we don't have a date for that right yet, just because we want to make sure that we schedule it for a date upon which we will know what the details are. And right now we're still working through some of the details of the proposed transaction. So we want to make sure we have as much information as possible to provide members in the public about the proposed and potential partnership that we're working towards. But we're very encouraged and very excited about the prospect of a partnership with Innovative Resource Recovery. And we look forward to being able to share more information about that. However, I will say at this time, everything that we have shared about what the terms and conditions are of that proposed transaction remain to be the case. There have been no significant changes in our anticipated, terms and partnership proposal that we had shared with you previously about that. So things are all looking very good and very favorable at this time. So we're very encouraged about that. Okay, so let's get on with our work for today. Do we have any changes or additions to the agenda for today? Doesn't look like it. So I believe our item is consideration of the executive session. Does somebody have a motion they want to provide for us?
I'll make that motion, Karen. I move we convene an executive session pursuant to 1 MRS section 4056E to consult with MRC's legal counsel regarding contractual rights and duties.
Second. All right, motion and a second. We'll do a roll call vote, starting with you, Tony, because you're muted.
Because I'm not paying attention. I'm here.
And a vote for yes. Yeah.
Oh,
great. Ella?
yes.
Bob?
Yes.
Sophie?
Yes.
Aaron?
Yes.
Melissa?
Yes.
Kevin?
Yes.
Steve?
Yes.
And I am a yes. So we will now convene an executive session. We will return to public session after the conclusion of our executive session, which we expect to last probably an hour and a half, at least, I'd say. And we do not anticipate any actions by the board when we convene other than to adjourn. Is that correct, Mike? All right, very good. So with that, we'll go into executive session. Thank you.
You're live.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. We've concluded our executive session. And as expected, the board has no items for consideration other than adjournment. Wanted to remind folks that we are anticipating a town hall meeting in the coming weeks. We will send out notification as soon as we know the date for that. But we look forward to being able to share more details about the anticipated proposed transaction with you at that time. So far, so good. Things are looking favorable. So we appreciate your time. And with that, I would accept a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Second.
A motion and a second. Consider it done.
Karen, you muted.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Appreciate your time. Thank you, Mike and John and George, for all your work.
Thank you.
Mike.